Hello everyone, it's me, Ashenix, the Phoenix Priestess, and I'm just here to share a moon reading for this upcoming moon in Scorpio. So the cards I'm going to be using are the Isis Oracle deck. They are one of my favorite Oracle cards to use. They really get down to the meat of the matter in Isis as a moon goddess, as well as a goddess of magic and healing. These oracles really ask you to really get real with yourself, with the light and the darkness that we both possess. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. Go ahead, take a deep breath in, receive that this is going to be for your perfect good, that this is going to come from angels, entities, and spirits that wish to speak to you, that have your highest good and interest. And I'm going to shuffle the cards here. Just going to keep shuffling them here. And before we begin, let's take a moment, let's clear our minds. I'm going to take the singing bowl out. Let's just take a deep inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. Again, a deep inhale through the nose. And a deep exhale out through the mouth. One more time, deep inhale through the nose. And an exhale out through the mouth. So our first card that we're going to pull is the Flower of Life, Divine Creativity and Manifestation. So this card is really here. So this card is here asking us to really think about what it is that we're trying to bring into life. So if you've been feeling kind of like stuck or belabored with anything that you're trying to create, this is an opportunity now for you to get out of the way and just allow the process to unfold, much like in nature. When we force a process, when we force something into existence, it oftentimes finds resistance. Now, there's a lot of advice out there that says, oh, just do it, just do it, just do it. But sometimes there are some things that we want to do that does actually require a lot of planning and a lot of plotting and a lot of scheming to get to act together, and that's okay. But there are other things that we can step out of the way and allow to unfold naturally. Sometimes manifestation looks like just acknowledging that you want something and that you can have it, and not thinking about how you'll get it, how you'll work for it, how you'll manifest it, but just allowing yourself to know that it will be there, and then boom, it's there. The manifestation happened and unfolded naturally. So this is an encouragement to get out of the way of the muse and let the muse move, let the muse unfold, let the vibrational pattern just naturally unfold, and don't force the timing of whatever it is that you might be feeling, whatever resistance you might be feeling, or emotional pulls that you might be feeling. Release these emotions, release that energy so that you can move forward. The next card is the Dark Mysteries, Enter the Chamber of the Dark Goddess. Now, especially with the themes of Scorpio, I believe that this card is asking us to honor the spaces in ourselves that we have been pressing down. The spaces that feel unloved, the spaces that feel unheard, the spaces that feel untouched, honestly. This is the opportunity for you to allow yourself to get raw and open and into that ooey gooey messiness of what being human is. Emotionally, Scorpio is so intensely emotional, but they don't allow too many people in to see that emotion, because they know that once they're there, they're there. They cling on, they ride or die, right? And if you are going to betray them, that love, that intensity can turn into poison just as quickly, right? So in the darkness of ourselves, we sometimes can be our harshest critic. We can also be our harshest judge. And this is asking for us to just sit with those emotions and not really kind of judge them or give them a name or a title or a why, but just to allow those feelings and that energy just to be, and to hold space for the aspect of ourself that doesn't always feel light and love, to hold space for the aspect of ourself, the child that wants to cry, the teenager that inside that wants to rebel, right? Hold space, because in that anger, in that frustration, in that pain, we can use that to manifest, and we can bring and alchemize that into more. The trick is allowing ourselves, when we're sitting in that space, to not identify, just to witness, just to observe. And when you just observe what's happening in the darkness, when you release the sense of sight and you allow the other senses to kick in, because they will fill in for the darkness that you can't see. All the other senses come together and they start to overwork to compensate for the lack of sight. And when we allow ourselves to lean into the other senses, we might notice things that we would not notice before if we were leaning in on only our visual sight, only what we can see right in front of us. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, and then our last card is going to be Stay True and Be in Your Power. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. I love this card. I love this card. This card says to stay true and be in your power. It's very literal. It means to own your choices, own your mess, own your brilliance, own your idiocy, own the light, the darkness, all of it. Claim all of it, and never allow someone to make you feel small, because you choose to embody every aspect of the true dimensional being that you actually are, right? You're not just, you're not a robot. You're not an automaton. So you need to be able to exist as the fullness of who you are. Sovereignty looks like saying, you know what, I played a part in this. I also am the reason why these things are happening. I'm the reason why these things may be aligning in the aspect they are. I'm the person who's in control of the symphony of my life. I'm the orchestrator. So I'm the person who's the conductor of the orchestra. I'm the person who's able to really set the tone and set the rhythm and set the vibrational pattern of my life. We are divine sovereign beings, and everything that we feel, whether it's good or bad, is a part of the evolution and ascension of ourselves. All of these things come together because we need to operate in a space of love, of the darker aspects of ourselves, just as we stand in love with the light aspects of ourselves. I think that this reading is very informative, especially with the energies astrologically that are moving around us, saying, hey, I choose to hold space for myself, but I'm not going to throw a tantrum. I'm going to cry. I'm going to release these emotions, but then I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to go back in time for another reason to cry even harder. I'm just going to let it move through me, and I'm going to hold space. I'm going to witness for myself And I'm going to use this pain, this upset, this frustration, this misery, this happiness, this joy, whatever it is. I'm going to transmute it. I'm not going to claim my identity with it, because regardless of whether or not it's good or bad, it is, and I'm in control of my responses. Hopefully that makes sense and it resonates with you where you are. And if you are looking to go deeper into shadow work, or looking to go deeper with me, this Sunday I'll be hosting a workshop on shadow work, and we'll be using a system to help us ignite the light within, so that the navigation of the shadow of self is not so intimidating, nor is it done in ignorance. It's done in a way that is safe and inviting for ourselves. So I hope to see you there. My name is Ashton Nix, the Phoenix Priestess, and make it a great day or not, the choice is always yours.